Paul Crane, Victor Howell, joined again by UBA columnist Siddarth Sharma. And Siddarth, we've seen these newcomers from the Indian national team start to blend nicely. Yadwinder's off to a good start for the Haryana Gold, and Amjot looks like his typical self for the Delhi Capitals.
Well, thank you, Paul. It's an honor to be here again. Well, Yadwinder was off to a good start before the game even began. I ran to him behind stage. He's worked himself up into a full sweat, doing push-ups with a fury as if he's going to punch somebody. But he's one of those players who takes a delight in looking at the other team's box score and seeing, okay, I held him to 1 of 12 shooting, as has been evident. Well, he is facing his Indian teammate and his protege in Amjot Singh. They're both from the Ludhiana Basketball Academy. Speaking of Amjot, we almost lost him to cricket. I mean, only an ankle injury made him choose basketball, and once he took it up, he thought that, okay, cricket is a bit too slow, and hasn't looked back since.
Well, I think he made the right choice. He's got what we call ups.
Definitely, most definitely. He had like 3-4 poster dunks the other game, and all of them, it seems like he's gliding all over the floor.
Have you gotten an idea from the Indian players what the influx of the international players, especially from the United States, has done not only to the game in the UBA, but for them and their competitive nature in their games?
Well, they seem to be unanimous in their opinion, sir.
Ronald March misses, but tipped in by Muin Beck.
Like we saw in the 2010 World Championship, when guys like Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook got international experience, then they came back and took the league by storm. So for these players to play alongside and with and against top-level talent like this is only going to help elevate their game to another level. So they're deeply appreciative of this opportunity, and as you can see, they're making the most of it, breaking records night after night.
It sure has been something to watch here in Season 4. Not just the play of the international players, but the play of the Indian players as the entire UBA. And here's Ronald March going up, and watch Muin Beck making sure he's, or that wasn't that play, but that was Ronald March getting his basket, as he now has 7 points in the game. And Siddarth, in terms of the UBA raising the game, we've talked a lot, Victor and I talked a lot about conditioning. We've seen some games come right down to the wire. And conditioning is something that's really being introduced here now in a way that perhaps it hasn't been before. What kind of things have you noticed that are different?
Well, we most certainly had our top-level players who got the benefit of international experience. They've been putting their conditioning level where it needs to be. This has, of course, helped them take it to another level. But along with that, it's also helped the younger players come in. Vinay Kaushik has been the MVP. Who knows what he's going to do for India soon. So this has given the experience which the Indian national team has had, is given the taste of that to the younger crowd as well. So the speed has definitely helped everyone all around, as triple-digit scores have become a norm, whereas in the past it would be an aberration rather than the norm.
You know, we were talking earlier to some of the players before the game today about how there have been some fixtures in the UBA that aren't seeing the type of playing time this year they have, say, in Season 2 and Season 3 because of the influx of that international player you talk about. And it's not just the internationals, it's other Indian players that are now coming in trying to raise the level. Have you had a chance to talk to any of them, or what's kind of your perspective when you see some of these guys who last year played 15, 20, 30 minutes a game, now they're playing 3, 4, 6, and it's just because the talent around them has elevated?
Not to take any names, but I've spoken to a couple of them who were slightly disgruntled, but at the same time, they are embracing the challenge that, okay, I'm going to earn my spot. This guy might be better than me, but we'll see what happens in the next season when I have more time to work on my game. So competition elevates. As we saw Michael Jordan, he basically helped make Scottie Pippen, going against him in practice, killing him day after day, night after night.
Don't tell Scottie Pippen that. Pippen will have another story. But to your point, you're right. And Paul, what he's saying, I agree with that. That's the best answer. You don't want to just sit there and say, well, I guess everybody's better. It should inspire you to get better, because if not only will you just sit on the bench, you won't be in the game anymore. So it's great to hear that they're giving you that feedback, because that's what you want to see. That's what will make you better.
Well, of course, everyone's initial reaction is, okay, I was on the bench last time, but then when they see the players play, they're like, okay, this guy deserves playing time over me. But tell you what, I'm going to get it right back.
Back to make that layup. March blocked by Jaskaran, who takes it away. This is Yadwinder.
The last game, Jaskaran wasn't able to be as effective, as he spent most of the time on the bench along with fellow teammate Akashdeep. Spoke to them before the game. They said that their focus is to be on the floor as long as possible. They might let 1 or 2 baskets go by, but their presence in the paint to deter drives in is more important than 1 or 2 buckets. That was number 19, Ivan Hines. He's Pune born, moved to Australia at the age around 10. felt out of place, but then dedicate himself to learning the game on his own. He's what you call a triple A, actor, artist, athlete. Athlete first and foremost. He's also a singer, he's also an actor. So he's somewhat of a renaissance man of sorts. And he's 35. You wouldn't know it the way he posturized the other game, but he's 35.
He still has a quick first step. Very athletic, very talented. His second season with...
That's the one thing Yadwinder doesn't have in common with his idol Ben Wallace and Dennis Rodman, both of whom did not find the free throw line a welcoming place.
That's true. 5 seconds left.
Because they started the clock as soon as he grabbed the ball on the baseline. Clock doesn't start until it's touched on the floor.
But now Delhi knows where the ball is going. Now they definitely know where it's going.
Well, and with only 1 second, it's not like you have a lot of different things you can do. Eban launches. Hits one of our cameramen. So Siddarth, back and forth we go, and this could be a turning point day for each of these teams. Haryana needs a win.
Well, they're more hungry for it, most definitely. Being down 2-0, last thing you want to do is drop another game which would basically rule you out for the postseason. Look for them to make a strong run.
Well, again, we appreciate your insights and look forward to enjoying your work for the rest of season 4 on UBAindia.com and, of course, on Twitter. Siddarth Sharma, thank you very much.
Thank
the
you,
first
Paul.
quarter is in the books, and it's a 13-point lead for the Delhi Capitals.